So it all boils down to this, folks, over in the Gold Cup with Honduras and Curaçao all competing for the final spots over in the Gold Cup quarterfinals. Who's going to get an advantage? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today we're previewing the Gold Cup, and it is one of the final games, and it is over in the Gold Cup over in the United States. Honduras against Curaçao, all on the table. We'll take a look in a second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe. You want to subscribe for Gold Cup, Blackburn Rovers, World Football. We're going to all hear under one Ruski. That's right. Honduras got a chance to great crash the old top two here, but same can be said for Curaçao. We'll tell you all the business in just 1 second. Big shout out to the members and the Patreons. You know who you are. But anyway, we're going to jump at the deep end and preview the match that's coming at you tonight. That's right. It's all on the table after a rest day yesterday, but it is Honduras. It is Curaçao. We're going to look at the alleged home team here. Honduras qualified as the preliminary round winner back in the 25th of March 2025. They've been here 17 times in the new rendition, 23 times in total. And of course, they were here back in 2023. The best ever performance in this current rendition of the Gold Cup was a runners-up spot back in 1991. However, in the old school version, they were champions back in 1981. They ranked 75th according to the world of FIFA, and I expected a quarterfinal berth for Honduras, so they could get that tonight. And they're going to be looking at these guys to do just that. The likes of Menyavar between the sticks, Lopez as well compete for the jersey, Dixon Ramirez at the back, Montes, Vega, Christoph Melendez as well. Moving forward into the midfield spots, you've got Kevin Aringa, you've got Jose Maria Pinto, you've got Edwin Rodriguez up top, the likes of Luis Palma, Anthony Lozano, all trying to get into this 11. And this is the 11 that we're going to hopefully see. Gonzalez between the sticks. You've got Clamaco at the back there with Clavel and Cibrian with the back four of Blanco, Martinez, Cartanga, and Taracas. And there are three with a guy in sort of the right behind him here, Enriquez, Tejeda, and Castillo in this rather progressive lineup here. Their resume so far for Honduras, they did get spanked by Canada on opening day, but they bounced back with a 2-0 win over El Salvador, put themselves in second spot of right now. A draw will be enough for Honduras, with of course Curaçao, in their wings. Well, I say a draw would be enough, but will it? There is of course the elephant in the room here, which is El Salvador. If they were to beat against Canada, they'll put on 4 points. They do have a better goal difference, but on the other hand, Honduras have the advantage of beating El Salvador for that spot. Does that come into play? If it doesn't, then a draw may not be enough. But if it does come into play, then Honduras just need the draw, and El Salvador already eliminated. But anyway, standing in the way is Curaçao, and they're going to have a good conversation as well for that second spot. They're coming at you as CONCACAF Nations League B group winners. They secured the spot on the 18th of November 2024. They've been here 3 times in the current rendition, 7 times in total. They were back here last time back in 2019, where they made the quarterfinal spots, guys. Prior to that, back in the olden times, they were third place finishers in 63 and 69. They're ranked 90th in the world according to FIFA. My expectation is a group stage exit at this moment, but these guys are going to hopefully, change that. They've got likes of Eli Room at the back there, with likes of also Trevor Dornbush there, Leonardo Bacuna, Joshua Brené, Kuka Martina at the back as well. Meanwhile, Junior Bacuna moving forward, Kenji Gore there, Brandy Kwaus as well, Jurgen Lakeda, Jeremy Antonisi up there as well, with Jocelyn Zimmerman, all competing to get into this 11, which does have room in the, not room, but it has room in the back there. Florianus, Van Elja, Gardi, Martina, Bacuna, Comasenda, Gore, Bacuna, Margarita, and Castaña up top. That's the lineup we could see for Curaçao, but we'll see on the night, which is tonight, of course. And coming into this, Curaçao on a draw run right now, back-to-back draws in this competition, opening up with a 0-0 draw against El Salvador. They followed up with a strong draw against Canada, 1-1, to take points off the leaders at the moment. But of course, a win for Curaçao, they could actually top this group, depending on what goes on between the Canada and El Salvador. Because if Canada and El Salvador was a draw, then Canada would be on 5 points, and if Curaçao would have beat Honduras here today, they would be on 5 points as well. Goal difference would put Canada in command, and probably would go the goal difference because of this draw between these two sides. So also a defeat for Canada could put Curaçao in a good position as well, but they basically need to win. They can't draw. Honduras have that point advantage at the moment. Coming into this match will take place at the PayPal Park tonight, with Honduras at the helm, winning 5 of the last 6 matches against Curaçao, unbeaten in the last 6 under Dick Advocat. They played 3 times since 2019, 1 with Honduras, 2 as a Curaçao, no draws. Of that 1 win, it was a 1-0 win for Honduras. Of the 2 wins for Curaçao, the biggest was a 2-1 win, and they've got 3 goals compared to Honduras' 2 over the course of those 3 matches, which equates to 1 goal a game on average. So I have Honduras at 13-10 for the victory, Curaçao at 23-10, and the draws at 11-5. But the public vote has Honduras also in the driving seat, 60%, Curaçao 32%, and the draw is at 8%. What about me on this one then? It's all about me, my gut reaction on this one. Well, we could take what we can take from the form, but we could take what we take from the bookies as well. But it's all about performances on the night. Honduras, of course, shell-shocked in the opening game against Canada, bounced back, of course, with a victory at El Salvador. They have the win. They've got a couple of goals on the rocker, and I'm going to go with them to oust Curaçao on this one. I think Curaçao will be looking for the draw, and unfortunately that's not going to be enough anyway. They're going to have to beat Honduras, and I just think Honduras will have a bit more firepower in the end. But hey, I love seeing Curaçao in action. I love seeing all these nations giving it a go with the Gold Cup, and hopefully they could take this and continue to grow for the World Cup qualifiers for 2026. That's what I think on this one. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as we look forward to this match, and of course the quarterfinals. Non-stop coverage of the Gold Cup right here, Blackburn Overseas.